What's up? Hey, what's good? What's poppin'? I am Miss Berry. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys for sliding through and coming to kick it with me. As you guys can see from the title, I'm getting right back up into Candace. So she posted this video yesterday, Monday, in regards to, I guess, everybody asking her to comment on Kanye, and I did read in my comments where, a few of you guys were like, like she said something about this one, but why she didn't say something about him. So it's pretty interesting. This video is 38 minutes and 34 seconds long, so I'm gonna do a part one, part two. I'm just gonna break it down, y'all. So we're gonna do a few so if that made sense. But anyway, I'm done talking, y'all. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm always trying to find my mouse.
Monday, everybody. Question of the day today is an easy one. How was everybody's weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Are you having a good day? Or did you have a horribly toxic weekend because you went on the internet and the internet has become, honestly, just a cesspool of conspiracy? I realized that the internet is just an incredibly toxic place. I hope you had a great weekend.
The internet
I thought it would be fun for me today to take you through what I have to go through. If I open an app on my phone, plus later up in the show, we're going to be talking about the wife of California Governor Gavin Newsom. Her name is Jennifer Newsom, and she is being accused of lying on the stand about her being raped by Harvey Weinstein. And going to tell you guys, I do kind of think she's lying on the stand. So all that and more today on Candace Owens.
Okay, so I thought she was... I'm sorry, y'all. I thought she was... I don't want to, like, compete with the music and make it all annoying, but I thought that she was saying that this is what she was going to be talking about, and I'm just, like, looking. That's why I was, like, strolling through a little bit, because I'm just trying to figure out, is this what you're going to be talking about, or... Y'all, excuse me. I be trying to pronounce all my words. Sometimes just don't come out. So if it don't, just let it come. Just let it flow. Oh, and whatnot. Like, it's just a mixture here. I try. But anyway, let's... Besides the point.
So the internet is toxic. If you don't know that, it must mean that you're not on the internet. And so what I try to do throughout the weekend is just stay off of my phone. I try not to open my Instagram app or my Twitter app because there's always something going on in the world that requires my immediate attention. And if I don't answer, if I don't immediately respond to whatever it is, whatever hashtag it is that's trending, whatever topics that's trending, then I'm, of course, accused of violence because the internet believes that silence is violence. They don't think it's actually plausible. And maybe I'm just at the park with my son. Maybe I'm just feeding my infant. But no, it's got to be some conspiracy if Candace Owens is not commenting on any scenario, no matter what the scenario is. I'm just being honest with you. This has been my last couple of days on the internet. So I opened my Instagram app and made the mistake of looking at tags, and there was an account, I think a well-meaning account, who was repeatedly tagging me in photos regarding Iran, okay? So it starts out with Iran. And they're tagging me, and they're tagging Matt Walsh, and they're tagging Ben Shapiro, and they're tagging Michael Knowles, and they're just going, why are you guys silent on what's happening in Iran? Of course, the Iranian regime is violent. It's killing innocent people. And I have noticed, Candace, that none of you guys at the Daily Wire have commented on this, repeatedly tagging me with this. And it's not nonsense. It's very important, obviously. What's going on in Iran is important, just like what's going on in China with the protests is important. But there's no conspiracy here. There's no email that goes out at the Daily Wire that says, hey, guys, do me a favor, don't cover Iran. I mean, what even is the implication there? Is the implication that we support the Iranian regime? Is the implication that I'm on the payroll of the Iranian regime? Nope, there's just a lot going on in America. And so sometimes we don't get to every news story in the entire world. But if that wasn't enough, there was also an account that for the last 4 days has been tagging me in a photo. And the photo it's a weird photo. It's an artistic rendering of small people that have phalluses for noses. It's completely inappropriate. It looks bizarre, but why am I, Candace Owens, being tagged in it? Well, here's why. She has photoshopped a photo of the individual that once upon a time shared that photo. It was a modern art. You can find these sorts of weird things in Apparently, this one was was up for sale at an art sale, modern art sale. And she's tagging me because the person that posted this art rendering for sale is also a woman in the United Kingdom who took a picture with me. And therefore, she has deduced that this is obviously a friend of mine. Now, I don't know this woman from a hole in the wall. This woman actually was one person that was in attendance of a crowd of about 1,000 people when I spoke at the UK back in 2017. But because there's a photo of me on this woman's Instagram, now I must be made to answer for this weird artistic rendering of small people with phalluses, because she says, you say that you're against pedophilia, Candace. So why do you have a photo with this woman who once upon a time shared this weird piece of art?
Yeah,
and you're not saying anything, Candace, so I must assume that you agree with this art and that this woman is your friend. Again, a cesspool of conspiracy.
The internet is like some Inspector Gadgets. You hear me? Like, they gonna figure out a case before anybody figure out a case.
My silence is violence. 4 days. Silence. She's still silent. We're counting the days that Candace is staying silent on one woman out of hundreds and thousands of people spanning from America to Budapest to the UK. I mean, I've spoken everywhere. One woman took a photo with me, like the many hundreds of thousands of people who have taken photos with me, and now I am to blame because that's how the internet works. You speak when somebody wants you to speak, or you are a bad, violent, backwards individual. Let's add another one to the pile. I was also tagged in Kanye West's Balenciaga boots. Yep. Ye was wearing Balenciaga boots. And Candace, you've been going after Balenciaga and you have been attacking Kim Kardashian, Candace. And yet you are mum on the fact that Ye continues to wear and supports Balenciaga. Obviously, a conspiracy must mean that I support Balenciaga, or I'm staying mum on the topic because I have a relationship with Ye, and therefore I'm okay with the fact that he's still wearing Balenciaga. Okay, well, we could use a little common sense here. I attacked Kim Kardashian for being the face of the campaign. She was one of the celebrity faces of the campaign in which child pornography was front and center. I did not attack her because she owns Balenciaga or she has Balenciaga bags in her closet. I attacked her because it is relevant for somebody that is being paid by that very same campaign to speak out. I also attacked Bella Hadid on my Instagram because she's another person that is being paid directly by Balenciaga. If I used my time to go after every single celebrity that is wearing Balenciaga, that owns a piece of Balenciaga, I wouldn't be able to do this podcast. I'd be nonstop attacking people. I don't think that people are complicit in a crime because they...
You wearing Balenciaga? It's too
in
many
the past
people
or previously
in the
I've purchased Balenciaga and decide to keep wearing it. I do, however, think it's noble for the celebrities to have stood up and said, I will no longer support this brand now that they have had this scandal. And of course, I do not agree with Ye in his continual support of Balenciaga. I have made myself clear. A part of my brand, my public brand, is being a mama bear. I have small children. I am disturbed by everything that has to do with Balenciaga. And by the way, I support cancel culture when it comes to child pornography and pedophiles. To me, let's do it. If we're gonna do cancel culture, let's do it to the extreme. When it comes to sick people that are using our children in perverse ads. I believe that there is a pedophilia ring, and I believe that Hollywood perpetuates it, and I do not support Balenciaga. I have been consistent. I didn't pluck Kim Kardashian up.
It's crazy because, I'm sorry to pause it like that, y'all, don't yell at me. But it's crazy because, like, I don't even own anything Balenciaga, and just to think that even if I decided to just one day, that I could afford to just go splurge on some Balenciaga or whatever the case may be, now it's like, I can't even go, that just messed up my experience, you know what I'm saying, to even own a pair of clothing from Balenciaga, because I don't mess with that whole, that is just very disgusting, and it just should never happen. It should never even had got to paper or whatever. No, it shouldn't have.
From my Instagram. I didn't. She is, again, the face of Balenciaga. Then, of course, because the weekend is still the weekend, and because Ye did an interview on Alex Jones, I was being tagged repeatedly in a clip of him saying that Ben Shapiro controls me. And what do you have to say for this? Oh, she can't say anything at all because Ben Shapiro is controlling her. Let me take a deep breath here because I think that there is probably no conspiracy that upsets me more than this one for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, because I have never switched up. No matter what organization I worked for, my ideas have remained the same. When I was by myself, when I was at Turning Point USA, when I was at Prager University, I am still the same Candace Owens, and the things that I am interested in are not the things that the other hosts of the Daily Wire are interested in every single day. I think it should be abundantly obvious based on the way that I cover news topics and the way that Ben Shapiro covers news topics and our varying opinions, not just me and Ben, me and Matt and Michael Knowles, that nobody is controlling the other person. I mean, what examples do you need? Ben was very pro-vax. His wife is a doctor. He likes vaccines. He's vaxxed his children. He got the COVID vaccine. I was staunchly and remain staunchly against not just the COVID vaccine, all vaccines. I am a proud non-vaxxer. I did not vax my children. I believe that the big pharma collusion has been happening for a very long time.
It's a lot of parents that's like that, though.
I respect Ben's right to get back.
I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to play it, but it's a lot of parents that's like that, though, that, no judgment at all, that just never got their kids vaccinated, no shots, no nothing, because, they just don't believe in that. Like, for me, there's just certain like little things like the flu shot or this shot. Like it's just certain little things where I'm just kind of like, as far as for my 8-year-old, I'm like, just like the more I learn about stuff, but then it's like, okay, their bodies is little and it don't be strong enough to fight off this and this, but then that's where natural remedies come in as well. And it's about like what you eat, and it's just so much. It's so much.
To vax his children, but I disagree with that. Ben is a supporter, I guess, of President Zelensky and what's happening in Ukraine. He believes Ukraine has a right to defend itself against Russia. I believe that it's all part of a money laundering operation and that President Zelensky is no better than Putin. I believe that what is happening over there is us moving from Afghanistan, the money that we were spending every single day, and it's a part of the military-industrial complex. And so I do not support anything in Ukraine. We don't agree on many topics. And if we did, and he was controlling me, he would be doing a very bad job of controlling me based on what we talk about. And I think that it was really crappy for somebody who is a friend of mine. I say that on a platform. But I also think it's really crappy for everybody to keep thinking that I have to answer and agree with every single thing that Ye says. I am not his spokesperson. I am not Kim de Balenciaga. All right. I am not working on that campaign. Please stop tagging me in every single thing that he says and saying that my silence is violence. I, of course, do not agree with every single thing that Ye says. I don't agree with every single thing that I say. When I look back 4 years, I go, you know what? I have a different perspective on this. And I would like to be able to amend my former perspectives. I don't agree with every single thing that Ben Shapiro says. I don't agree with everything that Michael Knowles says. Michael Knowles, by the way, is the godfather to my child. Nobody says, well, Candace, what are you going to say about what Michael Knowles says? Michael Knowles supported lockdowns for a couple of weeks. What do you have to say? No, because he's a different person, okay? I don't agree with people that I have personal relationships with. I try to be respectful of it. I have been very clear that I would like to continue to be respectful. I have asked for grace throughout this situation, and I do not want to have people continually asking me to weigh in to a situation that is obviously very complicated. There are real relationships there. I don't know how many times I can say this to you. I don't agree with every single thing that is being said and that is being done by my friends. I just don't. But because they are my friends, I try to deal with matters privately. Ladies and gentlemen, please, for the love of God, for the last time, allow this to be all that I have to say about that. Profiling, surveillance, data harvesting, there are a lot of things that I do not like about the big tech giants, but there's only so much I can do. I don't have $44 billion to go buy up Twitter. The good news is that you don't have to be a billionaire to take a stand. For less than $7 per month, you can join me and fight back against big tech.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to end the video right here and not just even break it up into a part 1 and 2, because, if that's all she's going to speak on about that, or let's just see what she's talking about.
By using ExpressVPN. Big tech companies make their money by tracking your online activities, your searches, your video history, and basically everything you click on. They then sell that data to advertisers who target you. ExpressVPN helps you anonymize much of your online presence by hiding your IP address so they can't match any activity back to you. I use ExpressVPN on all my devices to make it much more difficult for big tech companies to exploit my data for their own profits. It's incredibly easy to
Just
use.
dropped
Just
it.
tap one button on my phone or computer, and then I'm able to roam the
Okay,
internet free from big
so
tech.
yeah, we gonna end the video right there, y'all. For the simple fact that it's not really, you know, she pretty much talked about what we wanted to know. Well, what I wanted to know as far as, you know, her comments on, you know, what she had to say about Kanye. And so yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna react to a part 2 on it. I mean, I could have finished it, but like I say, I just wanted to know this specific portion because, you know, this is what we're talking about right now. So a lot of you guys wanted to also know like why she's not saying anything about Kanye. So boom. So it was definitely pretty interesting, but I do get what she's saying. You know, you can have everybody around you, everybody's gonna do something. There's just not one person, let me just say it like this. There's just not one person in the world that you just gonna agree with 100%. You're not gonna agree with everything they do 100% at all. It's gonna be some things that because you guys have different minds, different, you know, so different perspectives on things, and you know how this may be to this person, this may be this way to you. So it's just, you know, it's different. So I definitely do see her point there. And you know, but like when you're in the spotlight and you're hanging out with certain celebrities and things like that, of course I feel like it's expected for people to just automatically think, okay, well, you need to speak up and say something about it because this is your friend, you know, like, so. But at the same time, just because that's my friend, that don't mean I need to speak on it. Like she said, he's not the face of Balenciaga. So it's like, you know, like I do understand why she came at Kim Kardashian and why she came at the other person, which I don't remember their name. I do understand that, although they weren't the ones who put it out, but I do understand being the face. It's like, okay, so are you going to still be the face to represent this, or like where we at with it, you know? So but anyway, guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction video just as much as I enjoy reacting to it. Y'all comment down below, let me know your thoughts on this as well. Let me know, you know, you guys gonna let me know regardless, like whether it's this or that. Y'all gonna let me know regardless, and I really appreciate that, and I love that about you guys. Thank you. Because I always like to know what you guys' perspectives is. Goodness, I'm hitting the mic, can't talk. So it's always interesting to read. Also, guys, go over to Candace's channel and show her some love by hitting that subscribe button, because you know, she posts some very interesting topics, and you know, I'd be like, okay, let's get into it, you know, let's just go ahead and get straight up into it. And also, guys, the original video will be linked in my description box down below, just in case you guys want to check it out on your own time. It's completely up to you if you want to finish the video, or you know, it's completely up to you as well. And if you are new here and you are not subscribed to my channel, before you go, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and ring that bell so when I drop a new video, you will know. I'm sorry, my lips feel so ashy. And I ran into the wall, y'all. I ran into the wall and split my lip. Besides the point. But if you are new here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and ring that bell so when I drop a new video, you will know, you won't miss it, and you will be right here. I'm just so extra for absolutely no reason. Y'all be having so much energy, but this is honestly how I act outside of YouTube. So, you know, if y'all was to ever see me in person, I would definitely have the same energy. But anyway, y'all, don't forget to also like up, thumbs up this video. And as always, I appreciate you guys so much for coming through and coming to kick it with me. And until next time.